Welcome to Room to Be.
Where there's always room to be a good citizen.
Today's lesson, something you need to know about, gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering occurs every 10 years based on the U.S. Census data. We have a principle out there in American politics of one person, one vote. So every one of the 435 congressional districts in the House of Representatives has to have an equal population, and that's called reapportionment.
Every 10 years, the House of Representatives is reapportioned by population. If a state loses population relative to another, it may lose one of its representatives in Congress. So how do we figure that out, and how do we draw those districts?
Well, the math is how we figure it out. We know that based on the last census data, Illinois used to have 19 representatives. We've now dropped to 18, while other states like Texas and Florida have gained in representation. And then we do the math of figuring out the people per district. In Illinois, we know that based on the 2010 census, there are going to be 712,813 people in each congressional district of Illinois' 18 districts.
Well, we call this technical side redistricting. Illinois this last summer was involved in redistricting, redrawing the state of Illinois into 18 congressional districts instead of 19 congressional districts. Andy, sounds somewhat benign, but this redistricting is anything but harmless.
Well, redistricting is simply redrawing the lines so that each district has an equal population. But when you get politicians involved, especially politicians trying to protect their jobs or the jobs of their fellow party members, that's when you get into gerrymandering.
We call this partisan gerrymandering. This is when the state legislatures draw the district lines to advantage one political party over another. Or in other words, and let me make this clear, because this is political skullduggery at the highest level, the politicians draw the lines to overwhelmingly give one party an advantage over another, so that when we go to vote, there's really little to vote for. The outcome has been determined by the congressional lines.
So on our map back here, let's say we have a hypothetical state where we have to draw 2 congressional districts. We have 10 people in there. Each person's represented by a circle. The filled-in circles are the Republicans. The simple circles are your Democrats. We have to have 5 people per district. Let me draw a Democratic map that favors Democrats.
These lines are not drawn randomly. They are drawn to favor, as you see in our map, the Democratic Party.
So I have 2 districts. Each district, you have the circles outnumbering the filled-in circles. So the Democrats would probably be guaranteed a win 3-2 in each of those districts. However, if the Republicans were able to draw the map, if the opposing party was able to draw a map, maybe they might draw it like this.
When we go to vote, we assume the process is fair. What we don't always realize, because of gerrymandering, the lines have been drawn to favor one party over another.
So in this second version of the map, the Democrats are definitely going to win the top district, but in that bottom district, Republicans could actually win. And again, that's how that simple move of drawing a line can favor one party or the other, almost trying to rig an election.
We're talking about partisan gerrymandering. We used to think when we vote, we choose the candidates. Little did we know, every 10 years, the candidates choose us. The lesson today is partisan gerrymandering. We're 2 teachers. No fancy words.
No fancy suits.
Plain talk about issues you need to know.
Just in time.